What is going on YouTube? I know it is extremely late to be shooting this video, and I'm like an hour and a half late from when the games ended, but I had to go do some stuff. I had to go study, I had to go do some homework, and kind of try to wrap some stuff up so my spring break isn't as bad, and I have time to make some content for you guys. We're here to talk. I know my face is greasy. I gotta wash up after this. We're gonna talk Tuesday, March 4th. We had some pretty good games. We're gonna talk Raptors Magic. We're gonna talk Bucks and Hawks. We're going to talk about the Clippers and Suns game, and that's gonna conclude it. Shout out to LeBron for 50k points. We're not going to talk about that game, though, because the Pelicans are garbage. Let's talk about the Raptors and the Magic, though. Raptors rookie Jacoby Walter hits a 3 with 0.5 seconds left for a 1-point win over the slumping Magic. The Magic really don't look great right now. They looked awesome at the beginning of the year. I do think the Paolo and Franz injury is definitely taken away from their momentum. But yeah, man, Jacoby Walter swished a contested three-pointer with 0.5 seconds remaining, and yeah, they did blow a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter, but they were able to come back and win, and that's always a fun moment. You know, clutch three in the final second. Jacoby Walter, obviously a guy they're trying to develop over in Toronto, so it's fun to see young guys have moments like that. Really fun game. Obviously, Paulo Banchero was hitting some threes, and AJ Lawson was hitting threes. Jonathan Isaac playing really good defense as always. We know him to be a great defensive player, but it just wasn't enough to beat the Raptors. You look there, 21 points for RJ Barrett. He shot 50%, and that's really all they needed. I guess 17 points, 13 rebounds for Scotty Barnes. He played pretty good as well. You look at the Magic. Man, another amazing performance for Paulo. He gets absolutely wasted. 41 points. He shot 80% from three, 70% overall. Insane game. You get 28 points for Franz Wagner, but man, you have Corey Joseph in the starting lineup, which, to be fair, Corey Joseph didn't play that bad, but honestly, put Tristan Da Silva out there and try your wings. I don't even know. Have KCP bring the goddamn ball up the court. Again, Corey Joseph isn't bad, and he didn't play that terrible, but they're definitely missing out on guys like Cole Anthony, Gary Harris, guards like that on the lineup, and for Corey Joseph to start for this team kind of sucks. But again, man, Paulo Banchero, another 40-point performance and a loss. It's so unfortunate. We're going to move on, though. Let us talk about the Bucks and the Hawks. Giannis Antetokounmpo posted triple-double. The surging Bucks finished strong. They beat the Hawks by 6. Bucks are looking pretty good right now. Obviously, Giannis Antetokounmpo doing a little bit of everything at a very high level. Scoring, rebounding, passing at such a high level. Love seeing these type of games out of him. This is his 7th triple-double of the season. So Giannis is definitely, we've known him to be a scorer and a rebounder and use his length for everything you could possibly use that for. Pause. But passing has never really been in his arsenal, and for him to develop that this year, especially adding the offensive piece of Damian Lillard, I think that is great. Giannis being very aggressive, getting to the rim. Obviously Zachary Risache is a rookie. He was playing really well, making it tough, getting to the rim. Good game, though. I don't know what the hell Taurean Prince was doing. Mohamed Goye is pretty good, man. He could be decent for the Hawks. I don't know. He's not bad. Looking at the Bucks, though, at 26 points, 10 assists, 12 rebounds for Giannis. He shot 50%. You get 17 points, 10 rebounds for Kyle Kuzma off of 50% three-point shooting, 70% overall. You get Brook Lopez going 13 points, 13 rebounds. You get a 23-point performance for Damian Lillard as well, who shot 50%. So those guys really played well together. You look at the Hawks, you get 28 points and 13 rebounds for Trae Young. Not the greatest shooting splits, but he is also their number one player, and they're mainly focused on him. So there's that. 21 points off the bench for Karis LeVert, who shot 50% from three. Onyeka Okongwu, he could definitely have been a little bit more of a factor offensively. They have George Niang and Clint Capella, Karis LeVert, Terrence Mann. They have a pretty good bench core, and it's very nice and compact to pick up kind of Onyeka Okongwu, not scoring at a high level. I like his rebounding. I like him as a big man, but he does need to kind of be that Clint Capella type of player. He does, because I think Clint Capella is on his way out, and I've discussed this about the Hawks before, but Onyeka Okongwu could be better. That's all I'm saying. So we are going to move into Clippers and Suns, the highlight of the night. What a damn game this was. Huge deficit. Kevin Durant scores 34. The Suns rally from a 23-point deficit in the second half. They beat the Clippers by 2. Obviously, great scoring for Kevin Durant, continuing to prove he is a top 15 player in the league, even at this age, even for as long as he's been in the NBA. I think it's awesome. Devin Booker, solid scoring night as well. Tonight, not the greatest, below average for him, but he did enough, you know. Late in the third quarter, they were down by 23, and then that fourth quarter started, and boom, these guys were off to the races. I mean, even guys like Colin Gillespie hitting threes for the Suns. Never thought he'd get a lot of tick, you know, coming out of Nova. Yeah, KD, way to be a leader, way to be a guy, way to be a scorer for this team and lead them to victory. I mean, three-pointer after three-pointer. Obviously, the Suns aren't the greatest defensive team in the world, and that's kind of been their problem, and that's why they get into these holes. But, you know, Harden and Zubac, that was definitely a tough connection to overcome for them, given that they don't have that good of a big man on their team. Really good, a solid game for the Clippers. 21 points for Kawhi. Didn't shoot the greatest, but he still played pretty good. 35 points, 10 rebounds for Zubac. That guy's the fucking truth. That is a great big man. 21 points, 15 assists for James Harden. Chris Dunn, why is he starting? You have Nick Batum, Drew Eubanks, Amir Coffey. Hell, you even have Jordan Miller now getting tick. Why is Chris Dunn in the starting lineup? I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense, like when you stack him again with everyone else that's on the team. You look at the Suns, 34 points for Kevin Durant, and that's really all they needed. He just led them to victory. He was just the guy out there. I know I wrapped that up a little quickly, but looking at tomorrow, there actually are a lot of games. Holy shit. Just kind of looking at some of these. I'm hyped for Mavs Bucks. Despite the Kyrie injury, I still think that could be a good game. Kings and Nuggets will be great. Obviously, you get a great ESPN game with Thunder and Grizzlies, and the Pistons and Clippers close it out. So we have an all-star ballot of games. So there you go, guys.